5 seconds. Start. My cabinet colleague, chairperson of the MS Swaminathan Research Foundation, member of Niti Aayog, I extend my respectful greetings to all of them. Today, 7th August, marks National Handloom Day. Over the past 10 years, the handloom sector has gained new recognition and strength across the country. I convey my greetings to all of you and to those associated with the handloom sector on this National Handloom Day. My association with Dr. Swaminathan dates back many years. Many are aware of the earlier conditions in Gujarat agriculture. There often faced severe challenges due to droughts and cyclones, and the desert of Kutch was steadily expanding. During my tenure as Chief Minister, we began work on the Soil Health Card scheme. I vividly recall that Professor Swaminathan had shown immense interest in the initiative. He generously offered him suggestions and guided us. His contributions greatly helped in the success of this effort. It was nearly 20 years ago that I visited the center of his research foundation in Tamil Nadu. In 2017, I had the opportunity to release his book, The Quest for a World Without Hunger. In 2018, when the regional center of the International Rice Research Institute was inaugurated in Varanasi, we once again benefited from his guidance. Every meeting with him was a learning experience for me. He once said, "Science is not just about discovery, but delivery," and he demonstrated this through his action. He did not limit himself to research. He also inspired farmers to adopt new agricultural practices. Even today, his approach and idea are visible across Bharat's agriculture sector. He was, in the truest sense, a jewel of Ma Bharati. I consider it my honor that our government had the opportunity to confer upon Dr. Swaminathan the Bharat Ratna. Dr. Swaminathan launched a mission to make Bharat self-reliant in food production. Yet his identity extended beyond the Green Revolution. He continuously raised awareness among farmers about the rising use of chemicals in farming and the risks of monoculture farming. In other words, while he worked to increase grain production, he was equally concerned about the environment and the Mother Earth. To strike a balance between the two and to address these challenges, he introduced the concept of Green Revolution. He proposed the idea of bio-villages which could empower rural communities and farmers. He promoted concepts like community seed banks and opportunity crops. Dr. Swaminathan believed that the solution to challenges like climate change and nutrition lies in the very crop we have forgotten. His focus was on drought tolerance and salt tolerance. Years ago, Dr. Swaminathan had recommended that the genetic traits of mangroves be transferred to rice so that crops would become more climate resilient. Today, as we speak of climate adaptation, we realize just how far ahead he was in his thinking. Today, biodiversity is a global concern and governments around the world are taking numerous measures to protect it. But Dr. Swaminathan went a step further and gave us the idea of biohappiness. Today, we are here to celebrate that very concept Dr. Swaminathan used to say that the power of biodiversity could bring about a significant transformation in the lives of local communities that through the use of local resources, new means of livelihood could be created. True to his nature, he was an expert and implementing his ideas on the ground. Through his research foundation, he consistently strove to bring the benefits of new discoveries to the farmers. Our small-scale farmers, our fishermen, our tribal communities all have benefited immensely from his efforts. Today, I am particularly pleased that the MS Swaminathan Award for Food and Peace has been instituted to honor Professor Swaminathan's legacy. The international award will be presented to individuals from developing countries who have made significant contribution in the field of food security. Therefore, if there is a crisis of food, then there is a crisis of life. And when the lives of lakhs are at risk, global unrest naturally follows. This is why the MS Swaminathan Award for Food and Peace is of utmost importance. I heartily congratulate the first recipient of the award, the talented scientist from Nigeria, Professor Ademola Adeneli. Today, Indian agriculture has reached great heights, and I am certain that whatever Dr. Swaminathan is, he would be proud. Today, Bharat ranks first in the production of milk, pulses and jute. Bharat is second in the production of rice, wheat, cotton, fruits and vegetables. Bharat is also the world's second largest producer of fish. Last year, Bharat recorded its highest ever food grain production. We are also setting new records in oil seeds. The production of soybean, mustard and groundnut has risen to record levels. For us, the welfare of our farmers is of the highest priority. Bharat will never compromise on the interests of its farmers, livestock rearers, and fishermen. We are continuously working towards increasing farmers' incomes, reducing their agricultural expenditure, and creating new sources of income. Full stop.